Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Stephen Roth, and I'm a board-certified oral and maxillofacial pathologist. Recently, I came across this Instagram reel.
Don't wake me, I'm not dreaming.
The creator stated that she used averages provided by ZipRecruiter, but I would be shocked if the average for oral pathologists is accurate. I figured I would take the opportunity to further discuss how oral pathologists get paid, to better understand more accurately what to expect for an oral pathologist's salary. But first, just a quick disclaimer, which is that all opinions expressed in this video are mine and mine alone and do not represent any organization that may employ me or that I may belong to. That being said, let's talk money. First, I want to discuss the many different ways that oral pathologists can get paid. And then I'll talk a little bit more about how I'm compensated. There are several different pay structures for oral pathologists. The easiest to understand is the salary. Oral pathologists that receive a salary know exactly what they will earn each year. The number is the number, and they don't make more without a salary renegotiation. This structure is often seen in oral pathologists that work in dental schools and exclusively teach. The opposite end of the spectrum is the oral pathologists that make exclusively incentive-based pay. This can come in a few different forms. These are payment based on production and payment based on collections. Production is the total sum of all of the procedures that you bill. Seems straightforward, right? A patient exam is $250, so each patient exam produces $250. You total up all of the different procedures and then you get a percentage. Collections is a little different. Let's take that same $250 exam. You submit that $250 exam fee to a patient's insurance, but due to your contract with that insurance, you may only receive $80. That is your collections. Collections-based compensation adds up everything that is received from insurances or out-of-pocket from patients through co-insurance or co-pays, and then the provider gets a portion of that. Obviously, production-based compensation is ideal because it doesn't matter what insurance the patient has or whether or not insurance pays you. You get compensated. Unfortunately, it is way more common to be paid a portion of collections, which relies on insurances actually paying you, which of course isn't in their best interest. Oral pathologists in private practice often make either production or collection-based incentive pay. Finally, most likely the most common form of compensation for an oral pathologist is a combination of salary and incentive-based pay. This incentive bonus may be based on production, collections, or something called RVUs. RVU stands for Relative Value Unit. These RVUs are similar to production, where each procedure the oral pathologist performs is given a certain number of RVUs. For simplicity, I'll compare these to points. These points are assigned by Medicare in the US. The value of these points are allegedly based on the amount of work each procedure requires, the amount of resources they take up, and the riskiness of that procedure. That $250 exam we discussed may be worth 1.3 RVUs. These RVU points are added up, and a provider may receive a bonus if they surpass a certain threshold, or may receive a certain amount per RVU they log. RVUs are more of a hospital-based concept, and I personally don't know any oral pathologist that's paid this way, but for completion, I figured I'd cover it as many hospital clinicians, including hospital-based oral surgeons, may be compensated using this structure. Similarly, many research-focused oral pathologists have portions of their compensation covered by academic grants they receive. Often, they receive a base salary from their institution as well, but they can make more based on their research. So, how am I paid? Well, I receive a base salary and then receive 40% of my patient collections. As for the biopsy service I participate in, I receive 7.5% of 60% of collections. This number will double after I've been a part of the service for 10 years. I don't want to share specific numbers as I'm not sure if I can legally, but I will say that this formula, plus my speaking fees, plus the small amount I make from YouTube, thanks to all of you lovely viewers, barely surpasses half of what was stated in that TikTok. It's still a great living, and ultimately, while salary is important so that I can live comfortably and pay off debts, I'm motivated by my ability to help my patients with my unique knowledge, and I really do love what I do. The old adage is true: if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. Thank you for watching. I truly am honored that you, the viewer, has chosen to watch this video. And if you haven't already, I hope that you subscribe to this video so that you don't miss any other future topics and so that my content gets pushed to even more people. Thanks again for watching, and be well.